But no, like so. If one of the companions of Jesus
Yeah.
were to transmit something, one of the companions of Jesus will say something to you
Yeah.
about Jesus.
Yeah.
Would you believe him?
You mean if he would say something to me,
Yeah.
but Jesus was living 2,000 years ago.
Imagine you were.
If I was back then, oh, yeah, listen, yeah, totally. If I'm an eyewitness to something an apostle has said, then that's brilliant. That's first class.
Okay. Now, Jesus did something, say something. The companion saw it.
Yeah.
You know that this particular companion,
Yeah,
he has good memory.
yeah.
He doesn't make mistakes when he.
No. That's no way. No way is that you cannot say.
So you cannot-
You cannot
so you
use.
will reject him.
We Catholics do not rely on the memories of the apostles.
So
We
you reject
say
them.
the Holy God Himself infused them with the power to reproduce accurately what Jesus says. No way does our religion rely on memory.
Yeah.
That's fallible immediately.
Yeah.
Once you start
We
saying you
don't
rely on
trust
memory, you've got a deficient religion.
Well, then
Yeah,
what do you say?
Because you're reliant upon man's ability, which is weak, or at least flawed, and we want
go to the
perfect
same-
transmission of the faith.
Then we go to the same principle, that is that you believe that Bible has been preserved because God said so, and I believe that Quran
we
and
don't
Hadith has been
believe that.
preserved because of that.
No, you don't. You believe firstly rely on Bukhari and his intellectual abilities to give you the traditions
no.
by
No,
which you allegedly know what happened in early Islam, and you rely on the companions to accurately remember. You've just said
No.
we don't. That's actually a
That's
religious
the-
attitude,
Wait.
which shows a flawed religion.
That's the argument that I have to use with you, because if I say, yeah, Allah says in the Quran that He preserved Quran and Hadith, you will not believe it.
No, after Allah says, you can argue that Allah says the Quran
remembrance.
would be preserved, but
No,
you
the
can't say,
remembrance.
no way does the Islam say
The
that.
remembrance.
Where did it
That's the
say,
Quran and the Hadith.
where did it say in the Hadith that Allah guarantees the Hadith would be preserved accurately?
He says
Because they would be contradicted by the historical
He
reality
says that He will preserve the dhikr, the remembrance.
of
And
the
that-
Quran.
It's both, because you cannot understand the Quran without the
Now you're interpreting.
No, now you're interpreting as well, in it.
Yes, and so therefore, if that's reliant on your human interpretation, and you're not even a prophet of God,
Did the companions of the
Then
Prophet
that's no
understand
good.
it the way I'm saying it?
did the companions understand? No, because we don't know whether there were any companions. We don't know any of this because the Hadith are not historically reliable.
Wait, let me. So
Nobody in the West says we can study history on the basis of chains of transmitters over 2 centuries.
You do it
Nobody.
in a paper
Give me
that
any
you don't
study.
know. I agree.
Give me any study in the West of any historical area that we use Islamic methodology.
You're quite accurate with that in the West.
Well,
That's fair.
give me a better intellectual tradition than in the West.
No, wait.
I'm giving you this oral transmission.
You see, you live in
Accurate
this.
is much
You're
better.
living in this
Listen,
religious world.
I
But
believe-
go outside of that for a minute, and you tell me a better intellectual tradition than the Western intellectual tradition. Everything that we are saying about how you conduct historical analysis applies to how I look at Catholicism, and it comes up trumps. When we do it with Islam, the Western historical tradition shows that Islam is just like believing in fairies at the bottom of the garden.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
'cause-
the Western Christian says that.
No,
No,
the
come
Western
on.
intellectual
Wait, let me say
tradition
that.
outside
Let
of
me talk
religion.
to
Yeah,
Just
to clarify
applying
one
Western
thing.
historical
Just to clarify one thing.
traditions.